What is up, family? It's your boy D coming right back at you with another one. Right now, we over at Parts Express and a product review is on the menu. Alright, family, so here we are back at Parts Express, and I just wanted to kind of revisit this site and kind of share with you guys some of the things that I've seen over here at the website. I really was impressed with this here, the stats that I did see on here with in relation to this Dayton audio. And once again, for all you guys who missed the previous unboxing that I did of the Dayton audio, the reference number or the product number that you guys are going to be looking for is going to be the RSS210HF, and this is the 4-ohm version of this single voice coil subwoofer. This is a high fidelity subwoofer, and they do sound damn good. If you guys haven't seen that unboxing and that review that I did of this here, just go back and check out my previous videos and you guys will see that. This is the part number in case you guys are not on the site and just want to do a quick Google. This is what you're looking for right here. Moving on. So one thing that I did like about this driver was the fact that it did have a black anodized cone. I've never seen a subwoofer that actually had a metal cone, though I have seen or heard in passing people saying that, you know, that they do make them out of aluminum and various other types of material as well. But this is my first. So just please let me, anybody in the comment sections below, could you please, you know, some of you more experienced guys, if you guys have experience with this right here, kind of like, let me know what is the difference between, say, a pressed paper cone than one that is metal. I, you know, just me going off my experience, I couldn't see what the difference would be other than in a smaller application, maybe like a tweeter or something. You know, a lot of those have like metal diaphragms and things of that nature. I don't see many of them with paper, though I do know that some of them do have paper cones to them, but I wouldn't know the difference. So could you guys kind of like, you know, enlighten me a little bit in the comment section below? I would highly appreciate it. Okay, so here goes some of the highlights to it. Extensively vented motor, I can attest to that. That is definitely true. Lightweight black aluminum cone. So this is aluminum cone for rigidity and lower moving mass. Interesting. That is interesting. So it says it's suitable for sealed or vented enclosures. Triple shorting ring motor for ultra low distortion. Wait a minute. You know what? If you guys have not seen my unboxing of this, I was wondering what that piece of copper, it's a piece of copper on the inside of the motor, of the back plate of it. You can kind of see it through the venting hose, though you can't see it here because they don't have it positioned like that. But you can see it through the venting hose on my unboxing. And I was wondering what the hell that was. So I guess that's what that is. It's the triple shorting. Is that triple or triple? I don't even, triple shortening ring for ultra low distortion. That's pretty cool. I gotta look into that more, educate myself on that. And once again, you know, for anybody that already know what this stuff is, kind of like, you know, enlighten me. Let me know in the comments what exactly they're talking about right here. So it's a dual layer voice coil. Okay, so highest quality material, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we're just gonna move straight. This is pretty much where I go anytime I'm shopping for anything. I wanna see the details of it. I'm that guy, right? So, boom, we're moving on. All right, they're pretty much saying the same thing here. And let's go down to the product specifications. Okay, so what drew my attention to this little guy here? And I had like 5 of them in the cart. You know, 5 different drivers in the cart, all of them 8-inch woofers. But the power handling of this thing, for one, the RMS power rating, handling of it, 280 watts, that's almost 300 watt RMS for an 8. That's not bad, you know, so I like that. That was very impressive. And I also like the fact that it had a frequency response from 27 hertz up to 1,000. That's pretty good in my opinion. An 8, they can get a frequency response of 27 hertz. That's pretty fucking impressive for the price range, in my opinion. Sensitivity can be a little bit better, but hey, it's an 8-inch woofer, right? 2-inch voice coil. I didn't see whether the voice coil was copper or not. I don't remember seeing that. But hey, we got it now, so I guess it really doesn't matter at this point. If they have a copper triple ring on the inside of it, then I'm guessing that voice coil also got to be copper, right? But that's not in all cases, though. With the voice coil material, sometimes the voice coil material can be aluminum, as we know, depending on what you're using the driver for. If I'm not mistaken, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, don't most SPL competition drivers have aluminum voice coil for lightweight? For it can be thrown a whole lot more easier with less power. Don't they do that? But I may be wrong. Like I said, in the comment section below, that's where we debate all this stuff, and I'm really open to any suggestions at this point. Okay, let's look at the resonant frequency of this thing. The FS rating is 29 hertz. That's another thing that I went for, or was a selling point for me, because most 8s that I had seen, not only on this site but on other sites, had a resonant frequency of like 40 and up. You know, not saying that those are bad drivers, just that, the lower it go for home application, the better, in my opinion. I like to see, or I like to feel like the monsters stomping through the jungle and all that stuff, the explosions, like when I'm playing games and stuff. I love that. So moving on. You got the resistance, you got the mechanical Q, and you guys know I'm an X-Max junkie, right? So this thing has 9 millimeters of X-Max, and I am, kind of like learning a little bit more about, these parameters right here. But like I said, I'm not gonna kind of like get too complicated for you guys, but just know that S-Max is the throw of it, and this is linear excursion, so 9 millimeters is plenty for an 8-inch driver. I have seen some 8-inch drivers though get upwards of 14 millimeters of X-Max, so you can get really, really, really crazy with the throw, how much air these things can move. But at this price range, I'm comfortable with that. So moving on, again, comb material, we know that it's aluminum at this point. Okay, voice coil, the former is aluminum. So we see that, and the wire is copper. So there you go. Sometimes the former can be anything from plastic to paper, but in this case, it's aluminum, and the voice coil wire material actually is copper. So we know that. Moving on. All right, those are your mounting information that you're definitely going to need. And this was another selling point for me right here. Okay, so apparently over here at Parts Express, they plug the TL parameters over here into Basebox Pro, and they give you these suggestions right here, right? So you got sealed at half a cubic foot, a little bit over half a cubic foot. And it's approximately with an F3 48 hertz, and then you got vented at 1.76 cubic feet. That is huge, to be honest with you, for an 8. But look at me, who am I to talk when I've actually built enclosures in the past with these same, well, not this much of cubic foot. I actually built one in the past for 2 8s from Scar Audio. I had the Scar Audio IX8s from them. I had 2 of them in a 3 cubic foot enclosure. It was dual chambered at, of course, 1.5 cubes apiece per driver. So that was 3 cubic feet. This thing here is telling you that you need 3.5 cubic feet to get down to 24 hertz. To get down to 24 hertz, yeah, you're gonna need a bit of space in order to do that. So approximately, if I was to build an enclosure tuned at 24 hertz for this, then yeah, that's going to be pretty goddamn big. That's 3.5 cubic feet. So that's pretty much the same. If you guys haven't checked out my the 6-quarter bandpass that I built for my Scar Audio VVX12 version 2, go and check that out, and you guys will see exactly what size box you would need in order to get to 24 hertz for these drivers, for 2 of them anyway. For 1.75 cubic foot is plenty for a driver this small. So that's pretty much it. You got some more ordering specs that you would need to come over here to the site and check it out. But for right now, that's about it for the Dayton Audio RSS 210HF. And right now we're going to be moving on to the plate amplifier that I actually purchased over there as well, and kind of like give you guys the same environment. I mean the same behavior that I just gave you guys just then. Just do a quick scroll of it and show you guys some of the reasons why I actually purchased this amplifier. But just to be honest with you, pure power is why I purchased this amplifier. And for everyone that wants to know, who hasn't seen a previous unboxing of these items, the part number for this is going to be right here, and the model number is the SPA 250, indicating the power that it outputs, which is 250 watts, and that's supposedly RMS. Okay, so and that's the real reason why I came over here and got this. I seen the prices of other plate amplifiers here on the site with this power rating right here, and it was way more expensive than I was willing to pay. I was actually going to go ahead and do a home setup, but I chose not to do that because of the dangers of it. You know, I could have, like you guys have seen in some of my videos, I take like a LiPo battery, lithium polymer battery, and I just been recharging it over and over, and that's kind of like how I've been listening to my in-house car stereo setup, right? So you have your car amplifier, and how do you play that in home? With B2, you know, you have to have like an external power source. To me, that's the safest way of doing it. You don't want to sit a car battery in your home unless it's sealed, and even then, you know, some people say that's dangerous because it still emit some type of fumes, right? So you don't want to have those chemicals laying around, especially if you have pets or small children. You definitely don't want to be doing that stuff. So what I would do is, like I said, I'm also into RC cars and things of that nature, and of course the modern day RC cars and drones and things of that nature actually runs off of LiPo batteries. You know, they're a lot more power, faster discharge, high amperage, and these motors that they got now, these brushless motors, can take that. So that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I use that for in-house use. But before I get to rambling on about that, because I love RC and I'll make this an RC video, I wanted to point out something else here that I just seen up here. Where is it again? Let me pull that picture up. There's a little plug that you guys heard me talking about in one of the other videos that I can't seem to pull back up. But the plug is actually on top of this thing here. Where did it go? Oh, here it is right here. I'm sorry. So this right here, as you can see on the screen, this is bass boost on off, and it has like this little grommet right there in the center of that. I mean, right underneath that sticker, you see there's a grommet right there. And I was wondering, what the hell is this? It seems to me like maybe the manufacturer at one point had like a toggle switch or something right there, but they removed it. Maybe they're using the same casing for different model amplifiers or something. I didn't know what the case was, but what ended up happening is that I discovered by reading the damn user manual that underneath that grommet is a little toggle switch, and it turns the bass boost on and off. But after demoing this thing and playing around with it for a little bit, I found out you really don't need that bass boost. You know, it's kind of like in traditional car amplifiers or any amplifier, I would rather not use the bass boost because it kind of muddies things in quite a few ways. It kind of muddy things up, so I typically don't mess with it, you know. But anyway, let me move on down and show you guys exactly what the overall selling point was for me. As you can see, the list price was $199, regular price is $139, and I actually saved a lot of money by buying this thing refurbished. Okay, so back to what I was originally saying. My main selling point for purchasing this thing was the fact that I got a whole lot of power for a little bit of money. 81 bucks. That's pretty good for something as efficient as this, and something with the name that Dayton Audio has created for itself over the years. So I felt I kind of like got a diamond in the rough or whatever. But that's it for right now. Not a whole lot to go on right here with this product. It is what it is. What it is. It's kind of like what you see is what you get. So for all you guys who didn't see the unboxing, go back and check that video out. And for everyone else who has any more comments, feel free to leave them in the comment sections below, or any more questions, leave them in the comment sections below. And as always, if you got something out of the video, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know. Like the video, leave me a thumbs up, share the video with friends and family. And if you didn't like the video, or you felt like I could have explained it a little better or done a little better, again, leave a comment in the section below, and by all means, leave a thumbs down. It's a free country after all, right? And until next time, it's your boy D, and I'm out.